Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Crazy Minecraft. As you can see, there's a slime chicken behind me. What the heck? That is the ugliest chicken I've ever seen. I'm just gonna hide it. I'm sorry for the subscriber of the day. That's that chicken. Anyways, guys, last episode, you know, I delved into Thaumcraft a little bit. Now, I want to continue Thaumcraft in the beginning. I just have something to show you guys, and then I want to move on to what this video is going to be about. It is going to be about a smeltery. I want to make weapons of infinite power and utility, and I want some bow and arrows too. That could be, oh my god, my eyes are going crazy. Anyways, I want to make a smeltery, and we have the materials required now, so we're gonna do it. And let me introduce you to the first subscriber of the day, Slimy Gaming. I like that his chicken animal is a slime, and his name is Slimy Gaming. You guys put 2 and 2 together, it's perfect. It's genius. You are the most smartest slimy chicken of all time. Anyways, hopefully it doesn't drop slime balls, because I don't have those yet, and that's a little bit cheaty. I ain't gonna lie. By the way, get off my chest, Slimy. All of you subscribers of the day, they just climb everywhere. The second subscriber of the day is Ash Meep. Ash Meep. Anyways, welcome Ash Meep to the squad. As you can see, she or he is a llama. A llama. Now we got 2 llamas. We have a brown llama, and I believe the other one is more white. I actually don't see it in there. Llama! She might have fallen into the pool and died. Oh no, I hope not. Anyways. But anyways, welcome to the subscribers of the day. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let's get right into this episode. So I'm thinking the best place to begin my smeltery adventure is going to be in this little, whoa, I just turned around, in this little cave right here. So I need to clear out some space, and then we're gonna put the smeltery right there. But before that, I gotta show you my expansion to the chicken farm. Basically, I made a bunch of roosts and roost collectors, and we put a bunch of clay chickens in this one, and then I'm going to put some more in here as well. We just need to advance in the chickens a little bit. So let's go ahead and look at the book. And like I said, I want to try to get at least 1 chicken and cow different achievement unlocked in episode. So it looks like this redstone chicken is going to be a little bit harder to get, because the sand, you have to mix the sand with the red chicken. But let's look at the yellow chicken. It says the yellow chicken is only it. So I believe the yellow chicken only takes, you can craft it, is what I'm trying to say. So all it takes is yellow, a dandelion yellow from a dandelion, obviously. So where do we get a dandelion? We could pulverize a dandelion and get 4 dandelion yellow. That's pretty good. I know that we can use bone meal. I guess we can use, we don't have grass either. How do you make grass seeds? This is what I've been trying to figure out since episode 1. How do you make grass seeds? With grass? I don't understand. Cyan grass seeds. How do you make a grass? Wait. Oh. Wait, that's really easy. I can just get nature essence. What the heck am I thinking? Wait, so I use nature seeds. So all I need is a nature cluster, and then, oh my god, we need cactus and pumpkins and wheat. We can make sugarcane, can't we? I don't think we can, actually. How do we make compressed sugarcane? How in the heck do we get sugarcane? Whatever. We'll figure it out. So, no yellow chicken today. We're gonna have to figure out the dyes to get all the yellow chickens and stuff. Unless we can make it different. Let's see, dandelion. Dye essence. Okay, we don't have that yet. A sunflower. You're a sunflower. Yeah, yellow chicken, obviously. Pulverize a dandelion. I wonder how to get dandelions. That's weird. Probably from like mana infusion, yeah, something weird. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about making yellow chicken right now. Let's go ahead and look up another one we can possibly make and craft, which I believe is going to be the flint chicken. So let's go ahead and look up the flint chicken, and we're gonna make that real quick, because we don't really need a lot of flint, but we can possibly make it. So all that requires is a flint around an egg. So that is easier, and we can achieve our goal pretty easy today. So let's go ahead and grab an egg from here. That is not an egg. Where are the eggs? How do I not have any eggs? Hold on, I gotta get some eggs, guys. I know we have a crap ton of eggs in these roosts. There we go, 13 eggs. So let's go get some flint. Let's go make this flint chicken, and then let's throw him into the next little, I guess I can throw it in with the clay, I don't know. But I got those clay chickens going because we're gonna need a lot of clay for the smeltery, and I'll show you guys that in a second. By the way, guys, last episode I couldn't make the, I was doing the research and I couldn't get the research working, but I finally figured it out. I just went around with this thermometer and I was like scanning everything, and I was like, you have learned something. And then I actually looked at the Thaumcraft thing, and finally the observation fundamentals was complete. So if you guys are stuck on that, all you need to do is look around with the thermometer and with the notes, and it'll complete. So we're gonna go ahead and complete this, and finally we have unlocked arcane stones. It looks like, what the heck? Ooh, Pistia, Modus, Victus. Oh my god, guys. I'm not gonna make this turn into another Thaumcraft episode, but I just unlocked some cool stuff. So it looks like we can make some arcane stones, which will eventually do, we can like make cool weapons eventually with arcane magic. But we will revisit this in another episode because, oh, look at that. Discovering alchemy. Brewing simple potions has its uses. I want to do potions, but we'll have to save it for another episode, guys, unfortunately. We'll come back to that. We have time. We have time. We have plenty of episodes to go. So now let's go ahead and grab the flint. Let's go to the crafting table. Let's craft a flint chicken. Get that in there. Get that out of the way for the day. Flint chicken right there. Boom. Flint chicken. Bang. Let's place this down, and then let's pick it up with the chicken catcher, I believe, to get the achievement for it. So let's go ahead and get the chicken catcher. Let's catch the flint chicken. Yeah. It's too far away. All right. Yeah, there we go. Now we got to pick it up for the achievement. There we go. Quest completed. Flint chicken. Why must I just make clay forever? Anyway, so let's go ahead and put the flint chicken inside of this review. Boop. Yay, flint chicken. Flint chicken. Let's see how much clay we got. We got 38 clay. Woohoo! Okay, so let's put the chicken catcher back right here. Let's get that quest completed. Our reward. Right there, win reward. Boom! We have another torch launcher. Woohoo! That's what I always wanted. So it looks like you can mix bone white and flint chicken to make an iron chicken. So we can just start getting iron like crazy. You won't even need to use the sifting things. And it looks like the iron goes into the gold, which is going to be crazy. Oh, yellow and iron equals gold. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. I like how it kind of mashes together. Like you take an iron ingot and you put yellow on it, it's going to be a fake gold, but they just make gold chicken. That's pretty cool. I like the chicken mod a lot. That probably the best mod I've seen in a while, especially for like ore generation and stuff. Speaking of ore generation, we need to make a smeltery so we can use our ores for at least a little bit of something. So, ash meat, be careful with your step. I don't want that to accidentally sift you. I don't want to see a bunch of fur just all of a sudden go poof. Okay. All right. Now let's work on this smeltery. So for a smeltery, I'm pretty knowledgeable on how to make it. But not how to really make the tools and stuff. We have all the stuff right here that is required. Tinker's Construct is the mob that is the smeltery that is made out of. We have the pattern chest, the part builder, and all the stuff required. Now we just got to make the actual tank, which is probably, we're going to have to move these stone barrels because I want to push it backwards a little bit. Boop! Already done, guys. Don't you love time jumps? Anyways, we're going to jump into making the smeltery now. Let's go ahead and look up what we need. Now, there are parts. Let's go ahead and look up smelt, I guess. So, there are parts that you need. You need obviously one smeltery controller, a seared tank, and you need pretty much all of these like main basic things right here. Smeltery controller, seared tank, and you need a lot of seared windows or just seared stone, seared brick, sorry, to build up the tank thing. So I think they made it differently so you don't need as many seared bricks. So we're gonna go ahead and test a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and make a bunch of seared stone because to make these, you're gonna need seared brick, which takes a lot of grout, and which takes a lot of gravel, sand, and clay. Now we have the clay going. We have 32 clay or something in the clay chickens. So that we actually do need to breed some clay chickens just so that goes a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and get, I guess, 4 clay chickens, and we'll throw them in here. We have another one right there. That's good. And then we'll go ahead and breed them together, and they're gonna breed stronger clay chickens for us as well. So that'll be good. So let's go ahead and throw. I guess we can, yeah, okay, all the clay chickens are in there. So let's go ahead and throw these chickens in there, in the chest right here, since we don't need them anymore. And I want to show you guys what I came up with in order to get the gravel a little bit faster. If I can find my watering can. Oh God, where's my watering can? Oh God, where's my watering can? It better be in this chest over here, I swear. And if it isn't in this chest, I'm gonna be so mad. There it is, watering can. Hey. So let's go back to over here, and now I know you need dirt essence and stone essence. So I went ahead and pre-made a bunch of stone seeds from the tier 1 crafting seed. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of stone essence from this, and we're gonna go ahead and farm it a little bit. And I'm gonna show you guys what we can do with dirt and stone essence. It is quite magical, I will say. So obviously you take the dirt essence right there, and then you take the stone essence, and boom! Look at that. Read it in a week, you get gravel. And that's a little bit faster than sitting there and hammering cobblestone to death, pretty much. So that gives us a whole 48 gravel right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm, because we have a bunch of dirt essence right here. We have 25 dirt essence right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm a bunch of stone essence with this watering can, and then we're gonna grow this over and over. And I'm gonna farm like maybe I guess I should farm just a stack of it, because we have infinite water here. So let me give me some time to farm a bunch of stone. It's gonna take a little bit, but you know, I'll be back. Time jump stuff, so I'll be back in a second. Time jump complete, and the grind is over. We have 61 dirt essence and 60 stone essence. So we're gonna go ahead and grab all the dirt essence that we have from there, and then we are going to split this in half, and then we are going to make the most amount of gravel ever. Wait, I did that wrong. Oh god, there we go. Boom! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! We got 8 stacks of gravel now. That was pretty hype, I ain't gonna lie. We can get one more, we can get 16 more. I keep putting it in the wrong spot. There we go, 16 gravel. So we have plenty of gravel now, and we're not gonna sift it, unfortunately. We are going to use it on the grout. And obviously, we have a ton of sand already from the sand chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and put all the gravel in there, and then we're going to grab the clay. And then hopefully, are these done yet? No. We're going to have to probably wait for some more clay. 43 right now. But we will see how much grout we can make with this, then we'll throw it in the furnace, and then we'll see how many seared bricks we have to work with here. So where is the gravel? So we're going to go ahead and grab this 43. So basically I need 43 of each sand and gravel, and we're going to go to the crafting table, put clay right there. Whoops, I don't know why it does that. Gravel and sand. Now we have 2 grout. Boop! So we have 64 and then 22 grout already, so we're going to go ahead and throw that into the furnace. Ash meep. You're getting my cake all hurry, Ash. All right, hairy Ash meep. Anyways, let's throw this into the. Let's use the Infernium furnace since that is faster. And let's go ahead and grab some lava, and then we're going to put the lava in the furnace, and that's going to last a while. So boom, we have grout going. So I'm thinking about making the other furnaces, because we have a lot of the essence stuff. See, if you look at the quest book, we have the mystical agriculture. We can make the intermedium furnace. We can make the superium furnace. I don't think we can make the supremium furnace quite yet. That takes a lot, but we might be able to make the superium furnace. See, it goes twice as fast almost. So maybe I'll make that, but not right now. Since we gotta wait for the clay chicken anyways, we might as well let that go. So I was actually able to make the intermedium furnace. That wasn't really that bad. It just required a lot of prudentium and then intermedium. Because basically you just I made another Infernium furnace, and then to make the other one, you just kind of get the next tier of essence and then put it around the furnace, and then I just did that all the way up to intermedium. And if we look at it, it says 60% efficiency. That's pretty cool. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and throw this over by the other furnace. Let's go ahead and break this furnace. Give all the stones. We'll just put that right there and put some more coal in there, and then we need the grout right there. Look how fast that is. Wah, wah. So let's see if this is almost done. 5 left. We have 64 seared brick and 13 extra, and a little bit more. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and see how much clay we have. We're getting clay at kind of a slow rate. We're gonna have to wait for the chickens to kind of build up their army. But other than that, I think we should be good on seared brick. It's going to be close. We're going to have to see. Hopefully it's all right. Let's go ahead and get some more grout here, and we'll throw that in the furnace right here. We got 4 more seared brick, and then 3 more. All right, so let's put the let's put the essence back in over here, and then we are going to get working on this smeltery. Right, smeltery. That's what I was doing. Smeltery. So let's go ahead and look up smelt, and then the first thing we really need is the controller. So it's a pretty simple recipe. You just like a chest, but with seared bricks. So we'll go ahead and put that in the crafting table and make ourselves a smeltery controller. Smeltery controller, and we're going to need a seared tank, because that is what the lava that is going to be used to melt down ores is going to be in. So let's go ahead and get the seared tank with glass, and we have some glass, I think, here somewhere. Whoop, I just got in the bed by accident. That like really tripped my brain out. There it is. So we got some glass right here. So let's go ahead and throw that right there, and then the smeltery tank around here. Now we have a seared tank. Task completed. Seared tank, sweet. So we have the controller, the tank, and now we just need a drain. so the ore can come out of the smeltery. So we got 6 down like that. Let's go ahead and grab 2 right there. So we have the drain now. Now we also need a faucet. The faucet is put on the drain, so you just like click on that and it actually pulls the liquid from the smeltery. We have the faucet, and a casting table will be good to have, so we'll go ahead and make a casting table right there. A casting basin we don't really need quite yet, but we can always hold off on that until we just really need. I guess we can make some windows too. So windows would be pretty good. So let's go ahead and make as many windows as I think I'll need. Maybe just 2 or 3, maybe 3, because we're definitely using a little bit more than I want in this the seared brick. And then pretty much we just need seared brick at that point, and then it's just 4 like that. Boom. So we might have enough. So let's go ahead and look at our quest book and let's start getting rewards. Oh, by the way, let's get these random rewards for the furnaces. So I made that Prudentium furnace and got another torch launcher, and a simple alloy smelter, another one. Sweet. So let's go ahead and go back to stone block here. Now we have the smeltery. So we have all the seared bricks required. So that is pretty cool. Now we just need to make the random reward here, an ME drive. That's actually really cool. That is for the computer craft and allows us to store a lot of hard drives in it, basically, that allows you to store items in it, but we cannot use that for now. So, but we're going to make our smeltery. So let's grab the bricks here. Let's clear our inventory out a little bit. We got the bricks, we really just need the controller, the seared tank, and the drain, and the table here as well. So let's go ahead and put the blocks down. I want the controller to be maybe like right here. Boop. And then we'll put the tank. Maybe the tank can go right next to it, I suppose. No, we need to put the tank like right here, maybe. Right there. And then a smeltery drain can be probably right here. Boop, right there. And then that way we can put the table. We can put the table that it pours onto like right here. It'll be pretty easy access. And then we just put the faucet on the drain right there. And then now we just pretty much make the smeltery. And I think the new versions allow any shape or form. So I'm just gonna do this for now. I guess, yeah, just make it really small. Like we can obviously expand, but it looks like it's working already. Huh. That's pretty dope. So let's expand it up a little bit more, since we have 3 right here, and then we have 3 windows as well. So we can just go ahead and throw the windows right here. Now, as high as you make the tank, well, crap. I don't think this is actually working. Hold on. Let's go ahead and go back to this. Oh yeah. So as high as you make it is how many ores you can pretty much be smelting at one time. So now that it's like only 2, and only 2 blocks in there, means you can only smelt 2 bars. So we're gonna put the window back and put the brick back. Where did the brick go? Oh, it's right here. We'll put the brick back, boop, right there, and the window, and then we will smelt. Wait, that should be working. Why isn't that working? Ah, we just had 4. What happened? Oh, what happened? Maybe something fell in there and glitched it. I think I have to reset the controller. We'll reset the controller. We'll put the glass back, and we'll put the controller back down. Yes, now we have 4. So let me show you what this does. So let's go ahead and get some. I believe you need gold first. So let's go ahead and smelt some gold. Hopefully we can just smelt the cluster right in there. That'd be nice. Do we even have any gold? Oh, there it is. Gold ore piece. So let's go ahead and see if we can throw these these gold chunks in there directly, and then smelt them, because that'd be pretty dope. I'm pretty sure you can. So let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, first we need to heat it, and for that we need a bucket of lava. So let's go ahead and grab a bucket from here, and then we're going to grab some lava right there. We have plenty. Then let's throw it into the seared tank. That'll fill with lava, and you see how much fuel it has right here. And then it just needs to heat up all the way up there, and then once it's all the way up here, it will start melting the gold ore into the smeltery, and then we'll begin our journey. But first of all, we need to move all this stuff right here that's for the smeltery over into the smeltery zone. So let's go ahead and put that pretty much right here. I'm just going to stack them all right here, might as well. Nice and stacked and neat. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. that was a mistake. But anyways, we'll just go ahead and throw some more gold in there. It'll fill up with gold eventually. And see that casting table? Now we have a gold blank cast, which is technically not good. We're gonna go ahead and throw the pattern chest is really not. We need, oh yeah, we need the chest thing. So let's go ahead and grab some sticks to make a blank thingy. I forget what it's called. Where's the wood? There's the wood. A blank, what is it called? Blank pattern, I think it's called, something like that. Yeah, blank pattern. And we're just gonna put that. We're gonna put a chest with it to craft the. I don't know what it's called exactly. It's called the pattern chest. That's the pattern chest? I guess it, whatever. I thought it was way, I thought it stored way more, but I think you just, as you put patterns into it, it increases the size. That's fine. So the first thing we need, if I remember correctly, we're going to need an ingot cast. So for that, we're going to need the iron ingot to place on the casting basin, I guess it's called. So let's go ahead and grab an iron ingot, and we're going to put it in the casting table, like so. Put that right there, and then we're going to put gold onto it, and what this is going to do is the gold is going to fill around the ore, and it's going to make an actual ingot cast. Dun, dun, dun. See? So now, if we put any melted ore into this ingot cast, it will make a one singular ingot. See, it'll make a gold ingot. Whoop. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead, and I guess we can get a, we'll get a chest here eventually. I guess I can make a storage crate, but for now, we're going to, so the first thing we need to do now, or like, sorry, the next thing we need to do is, let's check our quest here. We're definitely, I don't think we have enough, maybe we have enough to make a tool forge. Hold on, let's go ahead and look this up. Tool forge, this is just like the next level of forge compared to the wooden one. So yeah, this needs seared bricks and electric steel block. That's different. I thought it was just iron. Electric steel, which is probably used in induction smelting. Oh god, that's so we're gonna hold off on the tool forge for now, but we'll go ahead and put the ingot cast in this chest. See, yeah, it gives one more space, and let's see what else we need to do. So for this to work and start making weapons and stuff, you need to make weapon casts. So basically, like, this is the tool station where you craft tools together, but basically you take the stencil table, and then you'll take whatever you want to make. So maybe I want to make like a pickaxe, and figure out what you want to make. You go in here. So I want to make a pickaxe, maybe I want to make a long sword, a comma, that's new, a mattock. The cutter mattock is used for versatile farming. It is effective on wood, dirt, and planks. That's pretty cool. It's got multiple uses. A rapier, a bow, a short bow, and an arrow. So I want to make I kind of want to make a sledgehammer, because this it does performs ex nihilo hammer crushing, and I believe you can make it 3x3. So that's going to be a lot better for getting gravel and stuff as well, since we can place down cobblestone really fast. And there's a crook. So I want to make a hammer first. So you can see the parts that are required. It requires probably a strong rod, a binding, and a hammer head. So as you can see here, those parts are right here. So whoop, we got a tool rod, and then we need a hammer head right here, hammer head. And we also need a binding, which is right here. Oh, binding. So to make the cast for these, you're going to want some wood. So we got some wood right here, and go to the tool station, I believe, and then you just click on hammer. No, part builder. Here we go. So basically, you make the part with wood or paper or whatever. You put the stick in here, and you get the wooden binding. And you put the other pattern in, and you can keep getting you need the wood parts of everything before you can get the metal ones, and I'll show you why in a second. So we got the wood head right there, we got the wooden binding. So let's go ahead and take that all out. Now we're going to put the wooden hammerhead into this basin thing, and we're going to make a hammerhead cast out of the gold. Boop. Now don't ask me why wood can survive the harsh heat of molten gold, but it's alright. See, boom, we have a hammerhead cast. And now we're going to make a wooden tool rod cast with the same gold. It's just a waiting game, you know, just wait. Eventually we can make the smeltery huge, like it expands. If we make it this long by this wide, it'll have much more space inside of it, which allows much more ores. You can pretty much make infinite ores. It's probably not infinite, but as many ores as you possibly can think of in there. Now that we have our tool rod cast, we're gonna go ahead and put this up here. And the last thing we need is the binding cast. Now I don't believe you can actually make a binding I'm pretty sure you can just make it out of paper, so it's no problem. Oh, see, now that we've run out of ore, it's only half of what it needs. So let's go. We're gonna have to go ahead and throw more gold in there with this, boop, and then that will melt down the gold, and then it will hopefully make the binding. But we can go ahead and get some paper, and I believe we can just make the binding out of paper. Oh god, we ran out of paper. Where's the paper? Oh god, we used it for Thaumcraft. Let's go ahead and grab some more logs from the chicken area. Over here, we're going to grab some logs, make paper out of it, and then we're going to make paper binding, because I like paper binding because in the actual mod, it allows like additional modifiers onto your tools, so that's what I use. Molten gold, let's go ahead and fill the rest of this binding with it, and boop, see, it'll make a binding cast. Da-da-da, and the wood will get melted. So I guess the wood just gets melted, that's fine. So let's go ahead and get some iron, and I'll show you guys how to make the actual tool slash hammer thing. So all we're going to need for that is a bunch of iron, because we're going to melt the iron down. See, you can already use pre-used ingots. It's going to melt down and not mix with the gold. It's going to have a separate line. Some ores do mix together to make cooler stuff in here. It's just how you melt. If you mix like tin and copper together quickly to make bronze in the smeltery. So we're going to go ahead and smelt the iron down. So let's go ahead and go to this to make the binding. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch of paper. You got to go to the part builder. Let's make a binding out of paper. Paper binding, boop. And then now that we have a paper binding, we're just going to wait for our iron to smelt down, and the first thing we're going to make is the hammer head. Da-da-da-da. So all these tools, all these parts of it are going to need to be crafted into the hammer, so we're going to go ahead and save those right there for now. So we got some iron. See, let's go ahead and click on it, and it'll put it at the bottom. It has to be on the bottom in order for the drain to work properly, so you just see, iron, molten iron is red apparently, guys, by the way. So we're going to put the iron into the hammerhead. Now I believe that might require more iron. Okay, I remember now. So it requires, I believe, 8 iron to make one hammerhead. I'm pretty sure. Let's see where it is. Hammerhead. Yes, material cost 8. So it requires pretty much 8 iron ingots to make one hammerhead. So we're going to have to melt down 4 more iron, and then once that's melted down, it'll fill into this cast. And then let's see how much the tool rod. Okay, here, material cost 1. So it's only 1 iron to make the tool rod at least. So obviously iron is the basic material, but you can honestly, if you go to the liquid, you can see how many liquids you can make in a Tinker's Construct. It's all this liquid concrete, sulfide. If you just type in like Tinker, you can see probably better. See, this is all the different materials: prismarine, dark ore, red, vibrant ore. So there's a ton of ores that you can put into this thing. Now that the iron is in there, we click on it and it'll fill the rest of the cast, and then it'll give us an iron head. Now let's go ahead and melt some iron as we get an iron head. See, look at it. It takes so long to harden and fully develop, I guess. So we're gonna have to wait for the hammerhead. It is a little bit of a grindy process, but you know, it's fun making tools and making extra kind of cool stuff that you can do. So we're gonna go ahead and grab an iron head and save that right there. Now we just need to switch cast to the tool rod. Dun, 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 dun. And since we have the iron, I mean, we can probably make a golden tool rod, but we'll just go ahead and wait for the iron to smelt. And I think as soon as it gets to the top, it should instantly go in there. I think they might have changed it to that. And boom, there we go. So let's go ahead and pour 1 in there. It's only going to take 1. It's going to go pretty fast. And now we have our tool rod. Dun, dun, dun. So we have the 3 things that are required for the hammer. Let's go to our tool station. Click on the hammer, and then we're going to put it into the tool station like so. Boop, and we have our iron sledgehammer level. Oh, there's tool leveling in this. Cool. So the more you use this Tinker's Construct weapon, it'll actually level up and be more efficient. So magnetic 3 and writable. So this is pretty cool. And stencil table, part builder, pattern chest, yada yada yada. So let's go ahead and get the. Okay, so this is how you actually modify stuff. Basically, with Tinker's Construct, you can modify its specific tools with certain stuff to allow a lot of modifiers to it, which is why I added paper. And I believe if you take a diamond Where do I have any diamonds? I probably have one in the smelter. Here we go. 2 diamond. If you take a diamond and put it in the modifier, I forget what it does. I think it like upgrades the level mining of it. This is just for, I probably wouldn't do this normally, but this is just for all extensive purposes. Boom. See? And it actually changes the look of the hammer, so that's pretty dope. So yes, it gives it diamond. Increased durability. Dun, dun, dun. So now that we have a hammer, boom, it actually, look at that. It's custom. It is a custom hammer. So now that we have a hammer that apparently does X nihilo stuff, we're going to go ahead and put the cobblestone down. We can probably use the building one. Oh yeah, we got to make a builder's one too to do this quicker. But we're going to go ahead and make a cobblestone right there, and hopefully we get 9 gravel from this. Huh! Okay guys, I was actually mistaken. The hammer that is required is called a, I forget the name of it, but it's a bigger hammer that you need the tool forge for, and obviously we can't get the tool forge right now at this moment, so we don't have the hammer that mines 3x3, but whatever. We have a quicker and probably more efficient hammer at mining and getting gravel from this. So obviously gravel is going to become a commodity that I'm going to use. I'm probably going to just make a bunch of sag mills and just put obviously the cobblestone, but once I make a reactor. And that is what I decided, by the way, to make my energy out of. I'm going to make a Yellorium reactor. And we're probably going to maybe do that next episode. Next episode might be Thaumcraft as well, mixed in with a little bit of reactor stuff. We're going to have to do maybe multiple. But now that I have my tool forge done, I can start making progress towards cool stuff. And obviously, let's go ahead and put this in the pattern. That doesn't go in there. Whatever, we're going to have to get a storage crate right there. But look at that. Woo! We have our smeltery going, which is good because now I can actually... let me climb up here and show you what I can do. I can actually go into it. Maybe I should put a ladder. Maybe I should get a ladder before I do this. But anyways, you can put like blood in it. And I need blood. And I'll show you guys why I need blood in a second. Let me just get the ladder. And let's put the ladder in here so I can climb out of it. And basically, you get into the smeltery and it starts hurting you. Like, and it'll put blood slowly into it. It'll start filling the smeltery with my blood. It's a little weird, but blood is good for one reason. Now let me climb out because I don't want to fill the thing with my blood. There we go. We have 220 micro buckets of blood, I think it's called. But anyways, that blood is for making slime, or what was that for? Slime chicken? No, it was making for dye. So as you can see, the black dye I need to make, because I'm running out of squids essentially, and for that I need artificial black dye, I think it's called. Let's look up artificial. So if we look up artificial, we can do all the dyes pretty much, but we just need something called, oh no, this is organic. I think it's called organic, maybe? Organic, oops, spelled it wrong. Organic dye, there we go. Organic black dye is what we need. And for that we need an alloy smelter, which needs a bunch of slimes or a slime ball, but we can also use congealed blood to get it. So once we get black dye, that'll be really helpful. We don't have to farm squids anymore, and that just requires pulverized coal, so that'll be good. So now that we can make that, and we can also make probably something else, congealed blood. Let's see what it makes. We can start making like sticky pistons, slime block. This makes pretty much everything a slime ball can, so that's good. Like magma cream, a lead, congealed blood boots. You know, it's pretty. We can actually make a slingshot. That's pretty cool. But this will be important for basically if we can't find slimes, we can just use congealed blood essentially. See if we can make a sponge out of it, and we can probably make a chicken, slime chicken out of it. Let's see, a slime chicken. Oh, a slime chicken is just... Oh, we can make a slime chicken then with cactus green and clay. That's not that bad then. But how do you get cactus green is the real question. Organic green dye. Obviously, we can't make a cactus. So, organic green dye, green pigment, floral green. Let's do the green artificial dye is just a machine output. Slime chicken. Huh. Blue slime chicken. Anyway, guys, I think that's a good place to call it. We made the smeltery today. You know, it's a little bit of slow progress, but we're getting there. Now we're gonna eventually work up towards a reactor that I'm gonna put right here. This is gonna be the reactor core. It's going to be a nuclear reactor with Yellorium, and it's gonna probably put out a bunch of radiation on it. It'll put radiation out and kill all the subscribers of the day. That wouldn't be good. Or we're gonna do Thaumcraft as well tomorrow. Or next episode, not tomorrow. Anyways, I'm going to figure out what to do. This has been Cannibal Crab. This has been Stoneblock 2. You guys have been the greatest viewers of all time. And I hope you have the best day of your entire life. This is Cannibal Crab, along with the pet llama back there. Sign